Hello, and happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome in. We should have a better weekend. This should be a better game for us than our last one in the live stream. Also, there was a lot of goals yesterday. There was so many goals yesterday. I feel like, some games four. We had a game that had five. What was happening? What was happening there yesterday with the games? I'm here for it though. I'm here for it. Angus, I'm ready. Eating brunch, peanut butter sandwich with honey. I like that. Thank you, Angus, for being here already on this Sunday afternoon. Could be morning for some people. So again, thank you. What's everyone's thoughts? Is it Cincinnati, NYCFC? I believe in my predictions. I went with Cincinnati in this one on the road, but NYCFC do have a better record there at Citi Field than they do at Yankee Stadium. So we'll see how it ends up. Still can't believe how many matches, how many goals we had yesterday in those matches. Didn't get to really watch anything. I was traveling, went to a card show yesterday with my brother-in-law. Picked up some pretty cool cards. I have one here that I got to show you guys. It's a priceless card. You guys will love it. But also ran into a couple of high school friends that I had. Brian, Mikey, Willie, shout out to you guys. Got to see them for a little bit. So that was, it's always fun. It was a card show there in Pittsburgh. But the card that I have to show you guys, it's priceless. It's a great one. We got a Brad Guzan signed card. I had to pick it up. You know, best goalkeeper ever, right? Best goalkeeper ever. No, I had to. It was in Atlanta. It's signed by Brad. Hey, Brad played good yesterday. Brad kept us in the match for Atlanta yesterday at the end of it because there was a couple shots that Nashville took. I thought for sure we're going in. Yeah, there's a bunch of games with five, six goals, 7 goals, something like that. I can't believe there was that many goals. But for our match here, starting lineups for NYCFC, Martinez is up top with Pereira and Fernandez on the sides there. Morales, Shore, and Parks in the middle with Wolf, Martins, Hawk, and Gray on the back line for them with Freeze there in the between the sticks, we'll say. Now for Cincinnati, we have Denke and Oriano up top with Kubo, Anunga, and Ferreira in the midfield, and then Yedlin, Miazga, Robinson, Hagland, and Ingel. Ingel? Is that how you say it? There on the back line with Celentano there in goal for Cincinnati. This one, the last time that they met there in New York, NYCFC won that match 3-1, but that was back in November of 2024. Then in the playoffs, it was a 0-0 draw. It went into pens, but I can't remember who moved on. It was that long ago. NYCFC moved on. So the last two times that these teams played, NYCFC did win. So Cincinnati really need to get a revenge game here. And I hope that they do. That's who I'm cheering for. I want Cincinnati to win for my predictions because I have them. I think it was like a 3-2 victory. So if you can, tell me what your score lines are before the match starts here in about 5 minutes. Normal, what's up? How are you? Thanks for stopping in. Normal, who's your team? I forget who your team is, Normal. Did your team win yesterday? Angus, I won't even talk about St. Louis. I'm sorry. Yes, the Old Spice commercials are done. That was the one that was just on for me also. There, Angus. So some of the surprises for me yesterday is DC United beating Colorado Rapids there at Audi Field. I should have went with my gut because I think I talked in the prediction video that I thought maybe DC would do it, but I ended up picking a draw. Should have went with them winning at Audi Field, but I didn't. Also, Minnesota winning 3-0 over Austin. I thought that was going to be a closer game than that. But Minnesota went in, took care of business. Also, the Chicago Fire versus Orlando City match went 0-0. And I think that, I mean, Fire did a great job holding Orlando to nothing when they got a red card in the 36th minute. So that was a surprise to me. I thought that that was going to be a high-scoring game, and it ended up being a 0-0. How are you, Connor? How's things going, man? How was your stream yesterday? I stopped in for a second, but didn't really get to say anything. Columbus looked good yesterday. Normally, you don't have a team, you just watch like just like that. You just like watching soccer. That's hey, I'm with you. Even though Atlanta's my favorite team, I enjoy watching so many of these games, and I think that's one thing I like whenever I started having you all but pick the games that we watch. It's made me like a lot of different teams and a lot of different players also. But players are coming out. Hopefully you cannot hear the game, because I have it up a little bit to where I can hear it, but hopefully it's not too loud. Angus, you're not surprised about St. Louis. I mean, I will say I picked Seattle to beat them, but I didn't think it was going to be that bad. And then I did turn on the San Jose game that last night, watched the first 3 goals, and San Jose looked great. And I didn't realize that Joseph was hurt. I didn't know that he was hurt, and that kind of sucks. But Espinoza is on another level. Also, Vancouver Whitecaps getting another victory. Vancouver are the best team in the league right now. You can tell me I'm wrong, but I think they are. They're the most consistent. Also, another big surprise was San Diego winning 5-0 over FC Dallas. I can't believe that San Diego put up that many goals on FC Dallas. And FC Dallas, I'm pretty sure, usually pretty good on the road this season. They've been really good on the road this season. Did they just decide not to travel to San Diego last night? I don't know. That was a shocker for me. I will say that. Let me see. Is that in the way? Okay. For some reason on my screen through my one thing, it's saying that my Nerdy Soccer logo is like right over top of where you can see the all the other scores. And so I was just checking to make sure that you guys couldn't see that. But this one, I think that we should see goals in this one. Both teams are scoring right now. Both teams are looking pretty good. So I'm expecting some goals, because our last stream, we got 1. That was it. Oh, that's a good game, normal. Real Madrid and Barcelona next Sunday. Oh, I guess you can't hear that, can you? Here, we'll turn that down a little bit. So we got Drew Fisher as our referee in today's matchup. I don't know if is it why would they do that? Man, they fumbled that handshake. Did you all see that? San Diego seems to be a poorly maintained. I mean, they go back and forth, man. They put up 5 yesterday. And but before that, they kind of went, they were on a 3-game losing streak or something like that. I mean, I would have never guessed that. Wouldn't have guessed them being putting up 5 yesterday. But here we go. Getting ready to kick off. Looks like NYCFC are going left to right on the screen. Cincinnati going right to left. And NYCFC is starting off with the ball, and we are underway. So Cincinnati, no, not Cincinnati. NYCFC are the ones that have the ball. They're still holding possession. They did not lose it right away. Deflection. Yeah, I'm hoping both teams still push forward. We're not going to have I hope that we have a very back and forth game up and down the field. It's a good pass for NYCFC into the box. Cleared out by Robinson. So already NYCFC getting into the final third, getting one into the box. Cincinnati trying to hold possession, but it goes out. Oh, but I guess it does stay in play. It does not go out. So NYCFC have it there at the back. For some reason, it just came up the commentators, and I thought that one of them said Jameis Winston. Totally wrong sport here. Angus, it's actually at Citi Field today. But yes, I agree. Some of the lines are a little weird. Normal Man United are not good at all, unfortunately. All right, so Cincinnati finally get a little bit of possession, and right away, Matt Miazga loses it. And here comes NYCFC. That's a good ball in. Tries to get on the end of it with a diving kick, but goes through. He misses it. But NYCFC on the front foot. Cincinnati better wake up. Gray with a good pass. Just could not get on the end of it. I can't see who it was. But good defense by Miles Robinson. Pereira with, pretty much a sliding kick, but it was like a jump. But Miles Robinson caused enough disturbance. Dinke? Oh, Dinke was trying to go out wide to Evander, and Evander cut in, so the ball goes out for a throw with NYCFC here. Oh, were they really, Angus? I didn't get to see any of that match, but Bob was talking about it in a group chat that I'm in. Speaking of Bob on the designated pundits, my picks for this week on that show, I failed. I lost every single pick in for that, and not a good look for me. But as you can see, also over here, after the lineups, it does have the updated Nerdy Soccer table. So that's through the two matches that were yesterday. And then we still have to wait until that match tonight. But yeah, it has the updated stats there. So we do have Let's Go Crew there at the top. And then it shows actually a good bit. So I have multiple pages. So I think I have like the top 20 people on it there. What's up, Insider? How are you? How you feeling about Red Bulls, man? NYCFC again in the box. Cleared out by Cincinnati. Gray has it, and NYCFC get it right back. So this first few minutes has been nothing but NYCFC. You won one thing. Oh, you predicted one yesterday, Angus, correctly. I can't. It was Inter Miami was one. Who was the other game? And I actually think that I think I got both of them right yesterday for the Nerdy Soccer table, because I am in the top 10 now. So we got a shot for NYCFC, but goes right to the goalkeeper. Fernandez is the one that took the shot. So I think that's the first recorded shot of the match. But NYCFC getting into that final third, getting into the penalty box or the goal box, and as soon as they lose it, they win it right back. Cincinnati cannot get settled. Yes, the Austin, Nashville, not Austin. Man, I'm doing great. The Atlanta, Nashville. Yeah, I did get that one right because I did say a draw. Yeah, very few people got that one right. Fernandez, back to Gray. Parks, I believe. Oh, Gray crosses it in. We might. Is that a handball? The ball is just volleying around in the box. Pereira gets a shot off, but it wasn't a great one. I don't know what's going on with Cincinnati right now. Cincinnati need to take a breath. That's 2 shots now. 2 or 3 shots for NYCFC. I know we are only 7 minutes in, but the possession is 81% to NYCFC. Like as soon as they lose it, they get it back. But maybe I spoke too soon here. Evander, now Kubo. They go out wide here. But Parks wins it right back for NYCFC with an aggressive tackle. Pereira gets tripped up. Kubo wins the ball. Oh no. Man, Cincinnati try, but they turn it over right away. NYCFC take it and slow it down now. So right now, 50% of you are saying that Cincinnati are going to win this with NYCFC and a draw tied at 25%. Angus, you go old school with putting it on index cards. Okay, I like that. See, that's just like I've been working on my it's like spreadsheet more to try to help me make predictions. The one that you guys see in the prediction videos, like I on the other side beside it, I have like the same information but some more, and I try to use that. And I added some. Oh, NYCFC goal! NYCFC Fernandez just outside the box. They have been knocking on the door since the game started. NYCA up 1-0. If they keep this up, this could be a high scoring match just for NYCFC. They can't let up. They can't let up. A nice cross deflected, and then Fernandez just finishes. Just puts enough pace on it. Good shot. Good shot. Hey, no, that's understandable, Angus. That's understandable. Whatever works for you, man. That works. I have it where in my like spreadsheet that I keep track of my stuff is I have a drop down and I select which game. I made like a unique identifier for each game this season. And whenever I click on that, it'll just bring that game up. It'll say what I predicted, says what the what that formula that I have for expected goals. It pulls that information up. So, but yeah, it's whatever works for you. That to keep track of it all. It's hard. It's hard to keep track of it all sometimes. Whenever I'm doing all 15 games. Okay, Evander carrying gives it to Dinke. Dinke cuts in. Gets deflected. Cincinnati bring it back down. Now finally Cincinnati is getting some possession here. Good pass, Evander to Dinke. Dinke gives it back to Evander. Evander loses it, but gets it right back from Parks. They need to, yeah, I was going to say, spread it out a little bit. Yedlin. Oh, Yedlin gets it back, tries to cross it, but no one cuts to the goal. But it goes out for a corner kick, our first corner kick of the match, which will go to Cincinnati. Yeah, if Denke could have if he would have just cut to the goal, that was a great idea by Yedlin. So Oriano puts it in, cleared out, but Yedlin brings it down. He goes out wide back to Oriano. Oriano beats the defender, gets into the box. Oh, puts it right in front of the keeper. Keeper kicks it out. Connor, you've always been an NYCFC fan? Really? Hey, no, that's awesome, Angus. I like that. Oivander. Connor, I think you're just saying that because it's Cincinnati they're playing against. But here comes NYCFC again. Martinez gets brought down in the box. Penalty! Penalty! And Miazga gets the yellow. Miazga pulls him down by the shoulder, the left shoulder, as he was trying to get around Miazga. What's up, Sam? How are you? So let's see here. Martinez gets a touch, recovers. Miazga does grab his shoulder, but doesn't, I don't feel like really pulls him down. But it might be enough. And Martinez just goes down. Now, of course, we will get a VAR check here to see if it was. And Miazga might not get the yellow card here. But, again, Miazga, to me, always deserves a yellow card. I'm not a huge fan. Yeah, I don't think that was a pen either. I think that it was a little too easy. Kind of a flop on Martinez, which if the yellow card gets waved off on Miazga, I think that Martinez should get a yellow because of that. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Right now, we're waiting. We'll see if he goes to the monitor. Connor, just an NYC win keeps Columbus in first. Yes, that is correct. So I think the check is complete here. Yeah, Angus. It kind of has. So Martinez to take the penalty. So I guess the check is complete. He does not go to the monitor. So there was enough evidence that Miazga did pull him down. So here it is. Martinez puts it off the post and goes out. Wow. To go up 2-0 and you dink it off the opposite post that the goalkeeper dove to. Wow. No, normal. Yeah, you're fine. So I didn't see it, but also it's not really MLS related. But yes, that's always a big match anyway, El Clasico. But yes, it's also a big match in where they finish. Yeah, Connor. Yeah, no matter what, he was getting yellow there. Yes, I agree. I just don't think that it should have been even a penalty. I don't think there was enough there, but doesn't matter. I guess the ball doesn't lie either if you're one of those kind of guys. But you gotta put that penalty away. A lot of them VAR did not get involved. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, they did check it, but he didn't go to the main ref didn't go to the monitor. So maybe this will give Cincinnati some motivation now and some momentum. So a foul. Well, was that Miazga again, or was that Hagland that fouled? Because Miazga's got to be careful. So Gray takes the free kick and just puts it back to the back line here. And this game could have really got out of hand there. Yeah, exactly, Angus. That is right. So Gray, in behind. Celentano on alert there, saves it because Pereira was untouched there at the back post. You know, I don't. None of us do, Sam. None of us do. It's at a baseball field. Yeah, I can't wait until either 2027 or 2028 that NYCFC finally get their own home, and there will be no more teams playing on baseball fields. Not gonna lie, I really like the way that NYCFC are playing right now. Like the build up, just moving the ball quickly, getting it upfield. I like that. So Martinez is 2 for 4 from penalty kicks this season. So he's only 50% from the penalty spot. I don't know if I would be having him take my penalties now. Samuel, I mean, they probably do, but not stadium-wise. Oh, here we go. Oh, another chance for NYCFC. Pereira gets his foot on it, but Celentano hits it out just enough that it goes out left of the post. Where are you at? Is that Robinson? Robinson, where are you at, man? Not marking, not paying attention. Robinson lets him get in behind. Good play by Pereira. But yeah, the back line is not doing great for Cincinnati. Got a free kick for Cincinnati. Gray fouls Dinke. But yeah, that back line needs to tighten up a little bit there for Cincinnati. Robinson let Pereira get in between him and I think it was Miazga. I think Miazga is playing that central role at center back between the other two. Well, yeah, you also have that. The Red Bulls don't want NYCFC playing there because they could play out there. Pretty sure he was offside, but let's see. So tried a crossfield pass, but Oriana could not get on the end of it. Goes out for a goal kick for NYCFC here. I mean, I could understand. I also understand why the Red Bulls, don't accommodate that because they don't, it's not their stadium. It's not NYCFC stadium, and that extra use and stuff, it takes a wear on it. Yes, Red Bull Stadium. Yeah, it's in Harris, right? Harris, New Jersey. Is that where it's at? Harrison, not Harris. Harrison, New Jersey. Yeah, Red Bull Arena, because now it is Sports Illustrated Stadium or something like that. It'll always be Red Bull Arena to me, I feel like. So I got a throw for NYCFC. That was a terrible turnover by them. Throw for Cincinnati now. Denke lays it off. Engel sends it in. Oh, good clear out. Gray tries to clear it out. And he does, but it goes out for a throw for Cincinnati here in the final third. But Engel with a nice, that was a nice cross, just couldn't get on the end of it for Cincinnati. They go all the way back to Miazga. Robinson to Yedlin. And Yedlin almost turns it over, but goes out. Wolf knocks it out for a throw for Cincinnati. Oh, I feel like Cincinnati has been very sloppy with the ball. Oh, that was pretty sloppy by NYCFC, and they had to clear it out for a throw to Cincinnati. Good step by Miazga for Cincinnati to win it back, but then a good step by NYCFC. Here they come. Just holding on to it now. So 44% of you are still saying we are still voted at Cincinnati to come back and win this one. Only 22% saying NYCFC. Celentano lets it go through so he can pick it up. Yeah, Angus, I mean, they're very sloppy on the ball right now. Hey, how are you, Football Shorts? How's things going? Thanks for stopping in. Right now, game's not too bad. Cincinnati not looking too good on the ball. They looking a little sloppy. NYCFC, especially the first 10 minutes of the game, it was all NYCFC. Then they had a penalty. They missed a penalty. So now the game's kind of just been a lot of midfield play, some turnovers and stuff. But NYCFC are still looking the better team in this first 24 minutes. They're showing the play where Pereira had the shot. Hagland, Evander. So Evander's been kind of quiet in this one. No, not Denke. It was Martinez for NYCFC. Missed the penalty. So we have an NYCFC player down. Parks is down. And he's just taking a knee right now. And it looks like we are getting a substitution. I don't know what happened to him. But it looks like he is unable to continue. Oh, okay, football shorts. That's awesome. Yeah, absolutely. You know, you get hooked on players, and you know, you definitely follow them. And I mean, I'll try to pitch it to you. You know, MLS isn't that bad. I think it has a bad stigma, but you should keep following it. Denke is killing it right now for Cincinnati. So, I mean, heck, he had a bicycle goal last weekend. But he's been involved a little bit in this match. Just they really haven't gotten the ball to him. So Parks is limping. It was his foot, and they are taking him out. It is a substitution. So that sucks because he was playing a good part there in the midfield, and Riza is coming in for Keaton Parks. Yeah, Parks had a couple good interceptions there in the first 25 minutes. but it looks like it's a foot injury. Good turn. I don't know if he was trying to cross that, but it's going to be a goal kick. No, it should be a corner, right? Yeah, corner. Oh, that's awesome, football shorts. That's cool. I've been following him for years. Yeah, I mean, I like what he's doing there in Cincinnati. Yeah, yes, yes, Angus, that is right. It's a good ball in, punched out by Celentano. But NYCFC get it back, takes a shot. Ooh, great save by Celentano. Great save. So out for another corner kick for NYCFC. Was that Martinez? That was a great shot by Martinez, but also a great save. Gray sends it in, deflected. Evander. Here we go. Evander. And he loses it. Yedling gets a foot on it, but Gray gets it. And here comes, they play it out. So Cincinnati throw. Evander held on to it too long there. Evander's got to get rid of it sooner than that. But also, in NYCFC, they had guys get back fairly quickly on that counterattack. And then here we go. Here's NYCFC on the counter. Oh, Martinez did not pick his head up. He had two guys to his left wide open, and it was deflected out, so it's a throw for NYCFC. So just what I wanted. I wanted a back and forth game, and right now we have it. Yeah, Martinez should have went to his left. He had two guys wide open, and they were through on goal too with shots. Either one of them. Hey, Angus, I've heard that. I've heard that it is very confusing how all that works for the Belgium league. Oh, not good there for NYCFC on the back line. Some miscommunication. Freeze just had to clear it out for a throw to Cincinnati, so they gave up possession in a bad spot. Evander lays it off. Dinky. Engel. Turnover. Dinky tries to get it back, and they said he fouled. And I don't agree with that, but it's a free kick to NYCFC. Isn't it crazy? Isn't that crazy football? Isn't that crazy? Like things happen like that for players. Like they like get in, have some bad seasons, and then like they make a move or something like that, and like they just blow up. Here comes NYCFC again with numbers. Okay, now Cincinnati have numbers, but Fernandez tried to cross on the outside of his boot, and it goes right to Celentano. So scoop up for him. So already, listen to this. We are 30 minutes into this game, and NYCFC already have 10 shots and 4 of them on target. What are you doing, Cincinnati? What are you doing? Yedlin here, though, in the box, lays it off. Oriano tries to curl it in bottom left, but no good. Free kick to NYCFC. But 10 shots already in the first 30 minutes for NYCFC and 4 of them on target. Celentano's keeping Cincinnati in this one, in my opinion. Wow, I can't believe that's crazy to me, at least. And you have Cincinnati who only have 1 shot and 1 shot on target. Well, so Gray intercepts it. Freeze just boots it downfield. Miazga settles. Goes over to Miles Robinson. Kubo. Also, we will be watching NYCFC again and again, not cheering for them on Wednesday night in the U.S. Open Cup. They are playing against the Pittsburgh Riverhounds. We will be doing a live watch along for that. And I got to say, go Riverhounds. Really wanted to go to the game, but with it being midweek and it being 2.5, 3 hours away from where I'm at, I just couldn't do it. But hopefully the Riverhounds aren't looking that great right now. So hopefully they can pull out a big upset there for the U.S. Open Cup against a very potent NYCFC team. Granted, they probably won't take a lot of their starters. That's usually what happens in those games, so we'll see. So Evander just got fouled. It's going to be a free kick for Cincinnati. Could possibly be a dangerous spot depending on how they approach this. They go quickly, so never mind, it is not a dangerous spot. And then they lose it right away. So some bad passing by Cincinnati. Terrible passing. I can't wait to see what their passing accuracy is. Like right now it's saying 82%. There's no way, right? There's no, maybe, I guess. But that, some of their passing is not good. Hey, no, that's awesome, Angus. That's awesome. No, absolutely. St. Louis against Union Omaha. That'll be not Houston. Why did I say Houston? What am I doing? Did I say Houston or did I say St. Louis? I think my brain's going crazy right now. St. Louis. That's going to be a good game. Angus, I hope that St. Louis wins, but I do hope that Navarro Ors scores for Omaha because that is a WVU alum. And I hope that he gets on the scoreboard if he even gets to play. I don't know if he has been playing a lot or not for them. Because that's on Wednesday night too. I'm trying to look at their players and roster and stuff, but... See, I don't even know if he's played for them or not. Yet. I don't know why it will not let me see their roster either. Yeah, it does not let me see their roster. Huh. Anyway. Football, I'm not sure how much Evander was. Evander was with Portland, and then Cincinnati bought him from Portland. And football, he will probably end up in Europe at some point, for sure. So Wolf stepped on Yedlin's foot, so it goes to say oh no, I thought that it was a foul, so no, we got a corner kick for NYCFC here. They take it short. Send it in. Cleared out by Robinson, but then it is a shot by NYCFC, but skied it. I'm sitting here looking up the Union Omaha on my phone. I should have just looked it up on the computer. Yeah, it must just not be that they have it on here. So NYCFC had to kick it out to save a fast break, a counterattack there. Yeah. Navarro. Hopefully he gets on the board for Omaha whenever they play against you, Angus. But I do want St. Louis to win, though. I will say that. Now we got a throw for NYCFC. So the game's kind of slowed down a little bit, but NYCFC have 11 shots in this first half so far. I wish it was a little. It is back and forth like I wanted it to be, but I want to see Cincinnati, not NYCFC, Cincinnati um to do better. Football, I actually do not support Cincinnati. This is just a game that the community voted for, and this is what we're watching. I chose in my prediction Cincinnati to win, but now I am an Atlanta United supporter. And then for Europe, really the only club that I do and that I've been a fan of is Celtic out of Scotland. And then if I had to choose a Premier League team, I know that a lot of people uh, um, I know a lot of people ask that all the time, and I would have to say Liverpool. Hey, awesome. Hey, just one man. I hope you're doing well. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm trying to keeping it looking good for you guys because I wanted to look good for you all. And hey, if you all have any kind of feedback on what the stream should look like, if there's some kind of other information that you would like during games, I know that I would like to get stats to come up, but that's something a little out of my wheelhouse because I don't know exactly what I would have to do to get that up on there. But yeah, I appreciate that. Just one man. Hopefully everything is going well for you. Uh, Hottie, at this point in time, I think it's going to be maybe 2-1 NYCFC over Cincinnati with just how this game is flowing. I think that Cincinnati will get on the board at some point, but right now it's all NYCFC. I mean, they just had another shot. Fernandez. Celentano's keeping Cincinnati in the game. If they didn't have Celentano in goal and their backup, they would be losing this match right now 3-4 to nothing. I mean, that was their fifth shot on target right there in the first half. So I definitely see NYCFC scoring again. Uh-oh. Flag waves. And this is something you don't always see. Freeze gets a yellow card because he goes to save it and it's he slides outside of the box with it. Yeah. So this is an opportunity for Cincinnati in a very, very good spot. But yeah, Freeze gets the yellow card on that one. So let's see if Cincinnati can tie it up here. Evander and Oriano stepping over it. Evander lays it off to Oriano. Oriano takes the kick and goes wide left. Hey, that is awesome, Angus. I really enjoyed that. That would be really cool. I think you should. You'll have to let us know in the Discord when you post those and stuff, and I'll definitely check it out. I check out Sky's videos. I stop into Connor stuff sometime. And I understand just one man. I feel like you are super busy all the time, but you're in Alabama right now. Okay, but no, it's always nice to be able to see family and hang out with the family. So that's awesome. I'm glad things are going well. Sam, you ready for F1? I could never get into F1. Oh, Fagunda. I'm not. Hernandez. Fagundes, get out of here. Pereira crosses it. Celentano has to come out. This is crazy. Yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see what he comes up with and what kind of video, because he always hits us with the history or fun facts. It's great. So free kick to NYCFC off of the goal kick because there was a foul. I think it was Evander that fouled. So Evander, actually, the way that they just zoomed in, they just zoomed in on Evander, and he's shaking his head, and like it looks like he's defeated already. So Pat Noonan will come up with something though there at halftime. Angus, if you need help to sleep. Oh, that's funny. So the ball goes back to Freeze. Martins now has it. Evander comes up with a nice block, but it goes out for a throw. I was going to say, NYCFC have a good bench, too. They're showing the benches right now for each team. I mean, Cincinnati also have a good bench. We have an NYCFC player down. Hawk is down. Football right now, Cincinnati are looking good. I would say that they're going to be. We can take a look at the table right now. They're going to be in the top 4, I think. They'll be in the top 4, top 5 of the East. They'll definitely be making the playoffs, and depending on if they can get that 4th spot, will give them a home field advantage in the first round. Whenever they do the best of 3 series. If that even happens this year. Do we even know? Do we even know? Football shorts, there is not relegation in MLS. MLS is a very weird league because we have 2 different conferences. So we have an East and a West, and there is 15 teams in each. And then we have a playoffs at the end of the season, and 9 teams from each conference. So 9 out of the 15 teams in each make the playoffs. It's very, very weird, and it's not ideal in my preference, but it is what it is, I guess. Okay, Angus, I like that. If Martinez could have had a better first touch there, he would have beat Miazga off the rip there. But here comes Dinky. Dinky crosses it in, but crosses it behind Evander, and no one was there to help. It was just Evander in the box for Cincinnati. So Angus, I wish there was a excuse me. I wish there was a way I could send you my one file. I actually have an Excel file of every single match result and like if who was home, who was away of the whole MLS season, like lifetime. Every season it breaks down like what if it was a playoff game, if it was regular season, but it's just MLS season. It's not like their US Open Cup and all that. Oh, we got a goal, Denke, but he's offside. Oh, so it got passed around in the box. I don't know. I think this should be looked at. So the corner kick comes in. Oh, okay. Yeah. Miazga was offside, so then Denke was also offside at that point. Also, we have 4 minutes of stoppage time. We are already 1 minute through that. The only thing bad about my file, though, Angus, is it has like it has the earthquakes when they were what San Jose Clash, and then FC Dallas when they were the Burn too. So it has like Burn, and then whenever they switch to FC Dallas, and the same thing with Sporting Kansas City. It's a big file, but it's cool to have that information, like all the results from every match of MLS lifetime. All right, let's see if Cincinnati can build on, even though they're offside there, build some momentum here going into halftime and at least get a good shot off. So it's cleared right up. Denke is looking for a goal. I mean, the man is hustling right now. Oh, Oriano got hit pretty hard. Yeah, I thought so too, Angus, because I was going to try to do some analysis on like their overall, like teams' overall records and all that, and look at the stats as in like who's the best teams, but also base it off of what, like how many games they've played, because not all teams have been here since '96. So, you have to kind of take that into consideration. You kind of got to look at like percentages and averages and stuff instead of how many games they've won and how many they've lost, that kind of thing. But yeah, I was trying to put something together with it to do like videos on the off season. Yedlin, Oriano takes a shot deflected, missed wide right. I was deflected, so we have a corner for Cincinnati. So good. Yeah, deflected. It was deflected out. So we're going to have another corner kick for Cincinnati, and it's going to be their third of the match. So Oriano taking the corner kick for Cincinnati. Sends it in. Anunka punched out. Oh, Miazga off the crossbar. Saved by Freeze. Finally, the offside whistle is blown. Oh, okay, Angus. I like that too. Team points and adjust them to a 34 match season. I like that. I like that. So that is it for the first half. So into the first half, NYCFC up 1-0 over FC Cincinnati. And boy, it has been all NYCFC. They should be up 2-0 right now, but there was a penalty kick missed by Martinez for NYCFC. And yes, just one man. That is very rough for Cincinnati there. Oh yeah, football. The bicycle kick, is that what you're talking about, by Kevin Dinke? It was phenomenal. But yeah, all NYCFC, like I said, should be up 2-0, but only up 1-0 off of the penalty kick, missing by hitting the post. He did make the goalkeeper go the wrong way, but still the post saved him for Cincinnati from disaster. Cincinnati did end up with five shots on the first half, but only one on target, where NYCFC have 12 shots total with 5 on target. Solitano definitely keeping Cincinnati in this one. NYCFC have had 3 big chances, and they have 3 big chances missed. But I don't understand how that is because they scored their goal. The goal was a nice goal by Fernandez. No, Martinez in the 28th minute outside of the box. So, no, Fernandez. I was right. I clicked on a different box, and it was Martinez. But yes, Fernandez gets it at the top of the box, slides it in, bottom left of the goal. It was a good one. So yeah, here, look at this. Accurate passes for Cincinnati is 79%. That is their issue right now. Cincinnati need to do a better job with the ball in possession, have better passes. If I'm Pat Noonan, I'm mad. I'm mad about how the team looked in the first half. As soon as they got the ball, they lost it. That was my biggest takeaway from Cincinnati. Now, NYCFC, what they got to do is they got to keep doing what they're doing, but they got to get those shots on target. 5 on target out of 12 is a great stat, especially for MLS. But, you want to keep putting them on frame. And, really, NYCFC are doing everything right now. Whereas Cincinnati just look very misplaced every which way. And they need someone to step up and do something. Dinky looked like the only one actually putting in work at one point. Evander's been kind of inconsistent, but he hasn't really been too involved. But as soon as you get the ball and you turn it over, you're not going to get involved and not really have offensive attacks. So I think that's why we really haven't seen or heard him as much as, Cincinnati fans would like to. I think Cincinnati can get back into this even with how bad that first half is with Pat Noonan, with, players like Oriano and Evander and Dinky. Like, they'll get back into it, I think. Also, another thing they have to worry about is Miazga on a yellow card. He is the reason why NYCFC got a penalty kick. He pulled Martinez down in the box. It's very light. I don't agree with it. I can see why it is a yellow card. Like I said, I don't really agree with it being a yellow card or a foul at all. Martinez went down very easily. But that's why we're sitting here watching the game and not reffing the game, But yeah, I think that we could still see a couple more goals. I do believe that we can, and we will. I don't think that one team gets shut out here. I think both teams will score. I think Cincinnati will get on the board. We almost saw it there right at the end of the half on that last the last corner kick there, where it bounced around and they had a couple of shots. Miazga hit it off the crossbar, then someone else had a shot, but Freeze ended up saving it and coming down with it. So if Cincinnati can build off that little glimpse of momentum, I think that they could get back into it. But it's gonna be a close one. What's your all's thoughts in this so far? Do you agree? Do you disagree with anything that I'm saying? And a draw. So we're going to put this poll up for the second half. Who wins? Do you think that NYCFC hold on, Cincinnati win it, or does it become a draw? Yes, football shorts. That is pretty. You've hit the nail on the head there. Yes, the regular season to me doesn't really matter. It doesn't seem like it. As long as you finish in that 9th spot out of the 15 teams in your conference. But you also want it to be, you want to finish higher than that because home field advantage. You know what I mean? So I think the top 4 spots get home field advantage until they play each other, and the highest seed gets that home field advantage throughout the playoffs. So if you really, home field advantage is a huge thing in MLS, and I think that it really matters. So, you want to get one of those top 4 spots, but at the same time, if you're just looking to make the playoffs, anything can happen. I mean, we saw it last year where Atlanta United did knock out Inter Miami, number one Inter Miami, and Atlanta were number, I think, either 8 or 9. Because what happens is 8 and 9 play against each other, and whoever wins that goes on and plays the number one team, and then like 2, 7, 3, so on and so forth like that. Oh yeah, yeah, just one man, yeah, exactly. But yeah, the MLS playoffs are so weird because that the play-in game. I can't remember. Is the play-in game 8-9? Is it just a one-off or was it a three series? It was just a one-off. So whoever wins moves on. But then the first round. So when the first number one team plays that 8 or 9 seed, it's a best of three. So it's not aggregate or anything. If you win the first one and win the second one, you move on. If you win the first one and the third one, you move on. If you win the second, third one, you move on. That kind of thing. So, but then after that, it's just one game, move on. One game, move on. Just it doesn't make sense to me, but that's how it is. Yeah, football. That is a big thing that is always talked about with MLS. We have debates about relegation, promotion, and relegation. So many conversations and debates about it, and I just don't ever see MLS doing that because of how much money these teams have to put in to even just get into the league. Just for San Diego to buy in and have their name in the league, not counting like their stadium or anything, it was a $500 million buy-in right off the bat. Like I know that a lot of people have money like that, or whatever, but that's a lot of money, and I don't think that they'll do promotion relegation. I do think that they need to make I think that they really need to make the season more important. The regular season needs to be more important, so we need less teams in the playoffs. I think we've discussed this multiple times and many times that really like maybe like 4 teams from each conference, 4 out of 15 instead of 9, and then have them move up that way, or even if they just did like the best 8 teams in the league, that kind of thing, and just eliminate the conferences. I don't know, but yes, I don't like the format either. I don't like the 3 match format. I don't like that 50, what is the percentage? 54 or 56% of the league makes the playoffs. It's just dumb. Just one man. Yeah, NYCFC last few shots on goal. They weren't even, yeah, they weren't. Yeah, they just need to lock it in. Keep putting them on goal, but make the goalkeeper work for it. Just one man. So there's a lot of different leagues that do it. Like Europe, the one that is most used is England. So in the Premier League, if the last 3 teams, if you finish in the last, I think the bottom 3, I think that's what it is. But it's similar to this if it isn't the 3. So the last 3 teams in the league will move down to the championship. So it goes Premier League, Championship, League One, League Two, I believe, is how theirs goes. They have like 6 tiers or something, but even more than that after that. Uh, but the last 3 teams in the Premier League will go down. The top 3 teams in Championship will come up to the Premier League, and then it works like that. But I think after one of the leagues, it's only like 2 teams go up and 2 teams, 2 teams go down and 2 teams go up. And then sometimes it's like the number 1 and number 2 spot automatically go up, but then there's like a playoff for that third spot. So like 3 and 4, whoever finishes third and fourth will have a playoff game, and that third team whoever wins that playoff match will move up into the new league. So like unfortunately, Luton Town is the biggest example right now, not in a good way, but also in a good way. They went all the way to the Premier League, and then in the last 2 seasons, so they got relegated last year. We're in the championship this year, and they got relegated from the championship to League One for next year. So it's really cool because you have that chance of teams being very low, because Luton Town, they were in like League One or League Two and worked their way up, and got into the Premier League, which is huge for a club because they get, they get that money that a Premier League team gets. But then you lose, and you come back down to the Championship. But then unfortunately you have this, where they had two terrible seasons back to back, and they go all the way back down to the League One. And then also you have the big story about Wrexham. Wrexham going from a non-league team to a league team, and now they have gotten, what is it, three promotions in a row, and next season they will be in the Championship, which I'm excited for. I'm excited for them. That their story is awesome with Ryan Reynolds and McElhenney buying them, and they've put in the money and the work, and now they're in the Championship. And if they could somehow get one of those top spots in the Championship, they move up into the Premier League. But hopefully I explained that well. Sam, you're saying I'm correct. I hope that is. I've done it pretty well. But yeah, once it gets down, like, and then there's other leagues, like other countries, Just One Man, that they do it like, the first team automatically goes up, but then 2 and 3 have a playoff to see who goes up, that kind of thing. Yeah, Just One Man. I think that if something like that would happen, it would. I think that no offense to the Europeans that are in here. I think that Europeans would kind of respect our league a little bit more and maybe even tune in more if we had that. I just don't think it'll happen in MLS. Now, Just One Man, the USL are actually putting that into place. That I think it's the year after the World Cup that they're putting that in place. They are going to try to do a promotion relegation there. They just filed for a league called USL Premier. I really hope that they change that name, because it's not great. And what they're going to do promotion relegation in the USL. So, but yeah, Angus, I got a feeling. So this is what my take on the promotion relegation is. I think that if USL can make it work and it becomes successful, and the teams, we don't see a lot of teams go bankrupt, like Shorts was talking about. That happens a good bit there in Europe, where teams do go bankrupt. If it works, I think that down the line there could be a chance that MLS would buy USL and then implement it. But I just don't know, because that's the thing. Like in England, it's not one league, like non-league teams. So we could go together as a group here, all the subs and stuff, and we could put together a team in England, start them off in non-league and build them up, and do all the regulations, and then if we win, we move up, and we win, we move up. Whereas in USL and stuff, even with USL doing promotion relegation, they are just USL. So you have to buy into the league of USL, and you would probably start at the lower level and then have to move up. It's still a little bit different. USL, even doing it, is going to be a little bit different than what the European or English tier is, or pyramid. So we're about to get underway here. FC Cincinnati going left to right on the screen. NYCFC going right to left. And Cincinnati started with the ball. We are underway there for the second half. But yeah, I think I really hope, that it really succeeds with the USL. I really do. Because I want the sport to grow and, give as many, people that live here in America, and even people other places, give them more opportunity to play the game. And I want the game to grow here. So I want the USL stuff to succeed. I will pay attention more to USL. I plan on paying more attention to USL. And obviously I'm going to still watch MLS. My favorite teams are in MLS. Favorite players are in MLS. So I'm going to keep up with that too. I think also like one thing is like USL. I don't think USL is ever going. I won't use the word ever. I will say that it will take them a very long time to be able to purchase players of the caliber that MLS can purchase players for, if that makes any sense. Yeah, football. USA. It is a huge. It is a huge country. Like we do, we have USL and we have MLS. MLS is bigger than USL, but USL are doing things a little bit different than what MLS are. So we'll see. Yeah, exactly. Just one man. And now also, I believe it's either next season. I don't think it's not this season, but I think next season going forward, USL is actually a part of will be a part of Paramount Plus. So it's kind of the same thing, but like those games will be on like CBS and stuff too. So yeah, I think that I think it's cool in a sense for MLS to do the subscription thing with Apple. There's always a downside. I think it was cool that we did it because then all the game, like there's no blackouts. You get to watch every game. You get all the teams, and like that was the biggest thing for me because I wanted to watch like the whole league. I wanted to be able to see everything in one spot, and here you can with Apple TV. But your casual fans like they're not going to be able to see because they're not going to pay. They're not going to pay to watch a game here and there. I watch at least one game, at least one every weekend. Like usually it's multiple, so like it's worth it to me. But like I said, a casual fan it doesn't. So, but yes, for a casual fan, it's nice for USL. It's like, oh, what's on ESPN right now? Oh, okay, here's a couple games. Let's watch it. Let's watch one of these games, and then you could possibly get hooked on it. Because that was my favorite thing about because there, for a lot of people there were blackouts for ESPN whenever MLS was with ESPN. Also, there's no coverage of MLS. Yeah, Angus, I would love them to be able to do that. Have the games shown on local market, local TV, because that does suck for people that are local. Um, you know, they don't get to see it on their local channels anymore. So not really football shorts. So if you they do give there's a thing called the supporter shield in MLS. So the best team in the whole league. Well, that was a good shot by Cincinnati. So Cincinnati is coming out striking. But yeah, so the best team in the league, the team that has the most points at the end of the season, they do get some silverware called the supporter shield. So it's just like how like the Premier League works. Like Liverpool just won the Premier League. That's kind of the same thing as what the MLS has. It's the same thing that MLS has. Whoever has the most points at the end of the season gets the supporter shield. But the American culture, we don't really. I mean, I care about it. I think that you should because that means that you're more consistent and you are more dominant if you're the best team in the league. But we like playoffs, and so the MLS Cup is won at the end of the playoffs. Whoever wins the playoffs gets the MLS Cups, and that's the most important thing. But yes, we do have the supporters shield. All right, NYCFC now attacking. So I don't know what's going on here. Was it a foul or was there offside here? I'm not 100% sure. Okay, I guess it was offside. Yes. Okay, yes, Angus, thank you. Yes, because there is also that. Yeah, Supporter Shield, you get into CONCACAF Champions Cup, which Champions Cup is the same thing as Champions League, which, Angus, I'm sorry I didn't read the rest of your thing. That's exactly what you said. But unfortunately, um, MLS, I feel like MLS teams and MLS fans, we don't really take CONCACAF Champions Cup serious. You know, I think we should because again, it's kind of like Champions League. It's Champions League, but our region. I think that we should take it more serious and enjoy it more, but unfortunately, we don't. Because Vancouver and Cruz Azul are in the final for the Champions Cup, which I hope Vancouver wins it. That would be that'd be awesome. I'll have to see when that game is. We might have to live stream that one, and we will be cheering for Vancouver. Cincinnati actually looking pretty good right now in this second half. They started off, they did get a shot off on target. They do look a little better so far. So Miazga has to fight off Martinez again, I believe. So out for a throw for NYCFC. Miazga's got to be careful, man. He's got a fist full of jersey. That could have been a foul. And we have a substitution here for NYCFC. And Pereira is coming off. Wow. Yeah, MLS, you're right, Angus. MLS wants to monopolize the North American landscape. You're right with the Leagues Cup. We're going to be watching the Leagues Cup on the stream this year for the Atlanta matches. I think that I'm just going to do Atlanta matches for that. But I kind of want the Leagues Cup to die. In all honesty, I wish that MLS would agree with the with USL and US Open Cup and all that, and I wish that they would really take US Open Cup serious. I really do. So I don't. Did they call a foul there? No. Okay. Turnover by Cincinnati. Yeah, exactly. Just what I meant. I mean, both. I mean, Martinez also had a hold of Miazga's like arm, but yeah, I mean, he had a fistful of jersey there too. It's like anything to slow him down. And good last ditch defending there for NYCFC. So it's going to be a throw. Riza with a sliding tackle in the box for a throw for Cincinnati. So let's see if Cincinnati can get at least a shot out of this build up here. Evander goes back to Miazga. Football shorts, the World Cup in 2010. A friend of mine was into soccer, and he did. I think he dislocated his shoulder or had shoulder surgery, and so he had to just chill all summer long in 2010. And that's when World Cup 2010 was going on, and I went over to his house, and he was like, "Yeah, man, check this out. Like, watch this game with me." And we watched a couple games. We watched the USA games, and then it actually became a thing. We sat and watched as many as matches as we could. After the U.S. got eliminated, we started cheering for Spain, who eventually won it. But that's where I started liking soccer, football, and it's just taken off from there. Started liking a couple years later. Started liking Celtic out of Scotland, and then decided in 2016 that I was going to start cheering for an MLS team. That's where I started cheering for Atlanta United, and then kind of just got into it more and didn't see a lot of coverage on MLS. So that's why I started the channel and everything, and it's been awesome. We got a great community here. I've also collabed with some other people on their channels, and it's just a great time, and I've met a lot of cool people. Um, Liking it and liking MLS. So Santos comes in and he almost gets a bicycle kick on the back post, but whiffs on it because I think he was trying to not kick. I don't know who that was, but didn't want to kick anybody in the face. Sam, it was your dad that got you into football. Nice. Yeah, what's everyone else's story? Angus, what made you start liking soccer? Just one man? What made you start liking it and supporting it? And if anybody else is watching, if you want to chime in, tell us your story. I always like to find out who and how you started liking the sport. Because I know usually a lot of it is like all my dad or all my mom, like that kind of, or my grandpap, like. But my story was a little bit different. Like no one in my family really liked or likes soccer, even still to this day. Bam, Vancouver's just doing good, man. They're just playing good. I don't know what clicked. I maybe just the working together and all that. Yeah, I mean, Sam does Ben likes. Yeah, he does. He likes it. He doesn't know it as much. He doesn't like it as much. Like his wife played soccer, and she actually played through college, and she was also a coach of a high school team for a while. So that's where he started liking it, I guess. Hey, that's awesome, Angus. That's awesome. So you just started paying attention to it, and then you ended up playing in high school. I like that. Okay, just went. I like that too. Yeah, I know. I know that football. Everybody is involved in soccer some way there in Europe. So you, yeah, Angus. I remember you playing in college. That you were saying. Yeah, I believe that Ben's wife. I could be wrong, but played somewhere in like Indiana. But it wasn't Indiana. It was a smaller school. Maybe it was or Ohio. I can't remember. So Evander just tried to take a shot from way out and it got blocked. So Cincinnati are catching up in the shot category. They are at 7 now on the game, but still only 3 on target. What's up, Riza? How are you? Thanks for stopping in. Do you have a favorite soccer team? Oh yeah, Sam. It is. It can be cruel, but yeah, because one team can be dominant, kind of like this game. You know, there is a chance. Like NYCFC have dominated. They dominated the first half. So far, they haven't dominated the second half. It has kind of evened out, but like at one in one instance, like Cincinnati could go up 2-1. You know, I think that's what I like the most about soccer, football is that you just never know. You could have, if you do just enough to keep it close, you have a chance to win or get a result. Well, that's a good ball. NYCFC. Woo! NYCFC again could have went up 2-0. Great ball in. Martinez with a header, but just over the crossbar. Yeah, that was a great cross. I don't know who crossed that in. Was it Gray? Gray is a great crosser. Reza, you like Cincinnati? Okay. Just over the crossbar. Could have put him up 2-0. Santos? Ninki? Was he off? Oriano? I believe that's Oriano. Good switchback, but it's going to be a throw or corner kick. So we got a corner kick for Cincinnati. Cavallo with the good defense. Reza, Cincinnati over half goal. I think it could happen. I think Cincinnati will get on the board before the end of the game. I follow the Prem a little bit. I try to look at teams and stats and stuff. I don't really watch them. Oh, who was that on the back post for Cincinnati? Could have put it in. Anunga was on the back post and missed it. Okay, Shorts. I like that. Yeah, I agree, Angus. Angus and just one man. That was the same thing whenever I was in school. Like it, it was looked down upon. Soccer was because it wasn't like oh, it's not. There's no contact and stuff, and people are so wrong about that. Because I played, like I said, I played in. I never played. I never played competitively, and I played in a, like I said, a co-ed league. And there was times that I got shoved down or stepped on, and that stuff hurts, man. CR7, you're not sure how this Cincinnati team have won 5 in a row? Yeah, that right now, I like that question, Angus. I like that question. Um, yeah, Cincinnati's not looking that great in this game, I will say, but Cincinnati's a good side. CR7. Exactly, football. That's a good take too. Ooh, you don't have to be six. You don't have to be 6 feet plus tall because of like basketball. And then like in American football, you have to be. I mean, I guess you could be shorter and stuff, being like a running back or even a wide receiver or center back or cornerback. But yeah, like you have to have those other features where in soccer you don't. You really don't. You just have to put in the work. But also genetics help in certain ways for soccer too. But yes, anybody can become good. Here comes NYCFC. Gray sends it over, but cleared out by Robinson. So a corner kick for NYCFC, which is going to be their 4th of the match. I like that take, Shorts. So Fernandez is going to take the corner kick here for NYCFC on this one. They go short. Fernandez is trying to cross it. Can't get it. It's a good cross. It's cleared out, so it's going to be a throw for NYCFC. Just one man. A little guy back in the day. I feel you. Bam, yeah, I can agree with that. And the reason that that happens is because of the way that the roster rules are and having designated players and stuff. Teams use those designated players to go get attacking players and good attacking players. And so they don't spend as much on the defensive players, and that's why you see that. The defense is not always organized, and I think that's also why you see MLS teams. Oh, here we go. Santos takes a shot, wide left. Um, so they don't spend as much money on defensive players, so therefore you see goals like last night where the league, I mean, we had games with five, six, 7 goals in the match total. You know, a 4-2, a 4-1, a 5-0, 4-1, 4-1. Like that's why you see goals because the defense, like there's more money spent on offensive players than defensive players. Oh my goodness, NYCFC just off of the freaking pole again. Martinez, he loves that the post there, but I think he was offside. Yeah, he ended up being offside. Yeah, shorts. Yeah, that's not cool, man. Yeah, I mean that's a good call by the parents. Oh, NYCFC misses wide left. I bet Angus. I bet that that's what they do right now because they really don't have. You know, I mean, some of their players are standing out now because they're doing so good. You know, with what Ben White and um, Blackman is playing good for them. Berhalter is playing good for them. So like they don't have like these all stars. They're just playing good defense, and you know that's what that's what's helping them out. So maybe someone's doing a good job scouting in the sense of scouting, what each team does and how to best defend and or exploit them. Man, NYCFC knocking on the door again here. Some bad turnovers by Cincinnati are leading to shots by New York. New York now have I think 16 or 17 shots. The site has not updated recently, and I think they're either at 16 or 17 shots now, with still only 5 on target. Oh, Santos. Oh, here we go, Cincinnati. Cross, but no one's on the back post. Cincinnati, what are you doing? Get someone on the back post. Uh, yeah, Bam. Like especially when we are moving toward MLS is moving towards they're more of a like a growing league, or how I forget what the term is, but like we get the younger guys and move them to Europe and that thing. We MLS have kind of moved away from the reverse, like you're saying, like the retirement league. After their prime, they move to MLS. We do have players still come in, obviously, with Messi, Busquets, and Jordi Alba, like the most recent ones. And you have like Giroud, like we still get those guys, but I feel like a lot of it now we're having more of we're getting younger guys from South America and even in America, in North America, and we're making them better and moving them on. I think there's a mix there. It's not just that. Yes, I agree, Angus. I would too. So we had a little bit of a shove. Riza pushed down Denke and then kind of got in Denke's face when he was down on the ground. So I don't know what that was all about. Here comes Robinson to Denke. Denke, that was a good tackle from behind, but no, it's actually a foul. So a yellow card, and Denke is holding his leg. This could be a promising spot, and Wolf is the one that gets the yellow card here. So things are getting kind of chippy here in this match. So whoever is the announcer saying that that was actually a good tackle, I don't think they haven't shown a replay. It was actually not a foul, but he also got a yellow for it. So Evander is standing over. If Evander puts this in the back of the net, whew. I mean, this one is a distance. I mean, this is at distance for Evander, but I wouldn't put it past him that he takes the shot here. Yeah, hopefully they still don't do that. Shorts. Yeah, is Evander going to take this shot from that far out? He is lining up like he's going to take it from there. Let's see. He does take it. And he did just missed it wide left. And Cincinnati players are asking for it. It was deflected. And it might have been, but that was a great shot. Just over the crossbar. I thought it was wide left. But no, it was over the crossbar. So again, Cincinnati are catching up in the shots. That was their 11th shot, but still only 3 on target. So both teams getting shots, but not quality shots. Let's just say that. NYCFC go up over the top here. Who is guarding out there? Who is that? NYCFC building. Well, that was a good... Someone give him something. Oh, NYCFC in the box. Good cross. Good defense. Good defense by Cincinnati. And they get the turnover. And here they go on a counter. Don't take... Oh, that's a yellow card for Hawk. Or Hack. Because he hacked him down. But I think he should have let play go. He brought Oriano down. It's definitely yellow, but play should have kept going. He should have gave them an advantage because that was a counter. That was an on-purpose foul, but a little dangerous in my opinion. You can't be fouling like that. But yeah, I think the advantage still should have been given there and let the play go out because Cincinnati were on the counter and I think they had numbers. What are you laughing at? Just one man? Has he still not joined the... I was wondering if he played last night or not, Angus. I don't even know what I said. Oh, hacked him down. Is that it? But yeah, I was wondering, Angus. I meant to ask you that in the Discord if he played any for St. Louis yesterday. But is he not even on the roster? I wonder what's going on with that. Because I'd like to see him get on the field for you all. I always liked him. My dad joke. NYCFC had taken the corner, sends it low, but goes through. Yeah, I want him to play. I think Silva's a good player. I just don't think that he fit in with the way that Atlanta plays and how they want things done. I think Silva's a really good player, and I'm excited to see what he does for St. Louis when he gets there. I think he could really help them. Bam, any links for KDB? I mean, that I feel like it's like a weekly thing now. It started off with San Diego, and I think now I believe it's with potentially with Chicago, but that was a couple weeks ago. I haven't heard anything else. I don't think he will. I just don't see it happening. He is still world class. I agree, football. NYCFC at the top of the screen. Oh, good move. Crosses it in. Cleared out by Miles Robinson. So throw for NYCFC on this one. Now we got to throw for Cincinnati. Good defense by Cincinnati. I think that was Evander all the way back there. So now 40% of you are saying that NYCFC are going to come up with the dub. And as of right now, with things are going, I think that they will. They just take a shot. It was blocked. NYCFC retain possession, though, from it. Here we go. Some good 1-2 passing. Throw for Cincinnati. Cincinnati take it quick. Here they go. Dinky. Out wide. Oriano. Oh, great chance for Cincinnati. But saved. Valenzuela with a shot. Freeze with the save. So a corner kick for Cincinnati. So that's a fourth shot on target for Cincinnati. Good ball movement by them. Oh, that's cool, Shorts. I didn't really know that. I've come across it most likely, but I haven't thought about that. Good ball in. Cleared out. I don't think his teammates were ready. None of the Cincinnati players reacted. And here comes NYCFC with the numbers. If he can bring it down, Martinez. Good defense. I don't know who that was. Can't really see it. Oh yeah, I think Messi could still play at a world-class level. I think that he could still score on bigger teams. I mean, we'll get a chance to see that whenever in the FIFA World Cup, Club World Cup, because he'll be playing against some top tier European teams this summer. But yeah, he's still pretty world class. I would agree with that. I don't know if De Bruyne will come. Santos tries to head it down. Cleared out by NYCFC. Yedlin brings it down. Out for a throw. Cincinnati. I think Cincinnati could get a result here. They keep kicking it, trying to get it to Dinky or Santos there in the middle, up front. That's a terrible pass by Evander. Just kicks it out. It looks like it has started to rain there in New York. I don't know if it's been raining the whole time or not. I can just now see it. We have a substitution for Cincinnati. Baird comes in for Oriano, so now we have another attacker in. So Cincinnati really trying to push to get a result here with that. I think Baird was a good pickup for Cincinnati. especially off the bench. I thought Baird played well in Houston. Why is it every single time that we watch a game on the stream, it always ends either 0-0 or 1-0 recently? I would love to have a game with more goals than one. Cincinnati? Oh, that would have been a phenomenal ball if that would have snuck through. Yeah, Dreyer started out really good, Shorts. He started out very strong for San Diego and looked like he was going to be a star out there. And then he's kind of quieted down, but San Diego are looking really good with Chicky Lozano and Dreyer. He's doing great, actually. Bam, no, the home and away goal does not exist in MLS. I don't believe. I'm excited to see how the World Cup, the Club World Cup, is. Also, I don't know how um, serious some of those European teams will take it, but I'm excited to see it too. I wanted to go to some of the games, but the prices for the tickets are ridiculous. So NYCFC did foul again. Hack just shoves Evander down, and it's in a promising spot here, and Evander will probably end up taking this. And it is in a very promising spot for Cincinnati. This could tie up the game here. Yeah, already Evander stepping over the ball. Actually raining pretty good there in New York now. So waiting for New York to set up their line. Yeah, Shorts, it's all about the ads and commercials. It's ridiculous. Very greedy. All about the money. That's all it's all about, man. All right, here we go. Finally got the wall set up. Everything. Vander over the ball. Walks it back. Here we go. Takes a shot. Deflected out. So corner for Cincinnati. Looked like the trajectory looked pretty good until it was deflected. I think he would have at least had it on frame. So Evander taking the corner. This is their sixth corner of the match. It's a good ball in. Oh, Santos was back post and he missed it. So out for a goal kick. So two pretty good chances there for Cincinnati. That's crazy, Shorts. 65 euros for a season membership. That's wild. $65 for an MLS game might, depending on which MLS team you go see, might get you to see one game. And I'm saying $65 are our currency, but yeah, you would maybe get into one game depending on what team you're going to see. Well, Baird wins it, but then NYCFC got it. Gotcha. Yeah. Well, I mean, but still, even if it was $65 for, 65 euros for half of the seat, like, I mean, 65 euros, like I said, might get you one game here. Santos in behind. Santos. And the defender's just too quick. Santos fouls him and a free kick to NYCFC. Great recovery. Who is that? Is that Martins? Great recovery by Martins here. So yeah, $200 to $300 seasonal tickets. I would buy season tickets probably to like Columbus or DC, which is both like 3.5 hour drive for me, if they were that like cheap. I don't think they are. I think they're more expensive here in the U.S. I could be wrong. Angus, if you're still in here, what did you pay for your? Did you buy season tickets? If there is somebody with season tickets in MLS, let me know how much. If you don't mind me asking, how much about you paid? Because I mean, $200 to $300. I feel like that wouldn't get you much. Great slide tackle there by Cincinnati. The field, it's become a sliding fest because of the rain here. It's coming down. We only have about 4 minutes left before stoppage time. 3 minutes at this point. Cincinnati's got to do something if they want to make it a game or get the result. Here we go. Dinky Evander out wide. Baird crosses it in. Dinky got a head on it. Oh, free. Oh, no. So, yeah, Freeze comes up with it. Santos is asking for a handball. I don't know where, though. I didn't see a handball. But, yeah, Santos is asking for a handball. Evander, Baird, let's see here. No, I don't see a handball anywhere. Oh, and NYCFC coming down the field with a shot and deflected out for a corner. So New York trying to get that goal to seal the deal too. I like it. Wolf has taken the corner for New York. This is their seventh corner of the match. So we've had 13 corners combined in this one. Crosses it over. Solitano comes up with it. Cincinnati needs to kind of go quick. Don't have much time. I think we're going to get probably 5 minutes of stoppage time. Yeah, see, $1,500 for season tickets. Yeah, that's ridiculous. And thank you, Angus. I appreciate you sharing that with us. I was going to say the screen just went blank, but here we go. Yeah, $1,500 for the season. Yeah, I was going to say, shorts, depending on the team, like $300 might get you like maybe 3 games. Maybe. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not cheap. Like, that's what sucks. That's what sucks about it here in MLS and even American. Like, even like USL, even USL tickets, I feel like have gotten really expensive. Here, let me look and see what Riverhounds tickets go for there in Pittsburgh. Because I think they're like $30, $40 a piece now. Let's see. Let's just go here. Yeah, exactly. Like VIP. Yeah, okay. So I guess it's not as bad for USL because supporter section for USL for this game, $21. And then other sections, you're looking at 20. The highest one is, it looks like 30, okay, 40, 50. So $60 a ticket is the most expensive for USL, the cheapest being 21 for this match for the Riverhounds. But still, like even 60, like your 21 is supporter section, which is where I would sit. Um, but yeah. Yeah, that's wild too. Like $70 to have decent seats. See, I like the supporter section though. So like those are usually pretty cheap. Those are cheaper, but you're still looking at, depending on what MLS team, that's still pretty expensive. You're looking 45 plus for a supporter section. NYCFC, good defense by Robinson there. Yeah, let's look at single match tickets for Atlanta. I wanted to go to Atlanta game right now. And I'll also go to a team that's not doing very well. Well, I'll just say like Chicago here in a couple weeks. So it's 30. So that's not too bad, just one man. I guess it's not too bad. That's a lot better. Okay, I don't want, not looking for season tickets. I'm just looking for, yeah. Oh my goodness. How many things do you have to click on before you get to see the tickets? Oh wow, shorts. That's pretty wild. Okay, so here you're so for Atlanta versus Chicago Fire to go and stand in the supporter section, it's $21. That's not bad, but that's a huge stadium too, so that is full time here for our match. NYCFC winning it 1-0 over Cincinnati. I thought we were going to see more goals in this. I thought we were going to see more goals in this. This sucks that we keep watching these low scoring games. It was a pretty good game. It was very back and forth. I mean, NYCFC ended up with 18 shots, Cincinnati with 15. NYCFC had 5 shots on target. Cincinnati had 4 on target. So not a good ratio there. It did start pouring down the rain there at the end, so the ending was not all that great. A lot of corner kicks, 7-6. So I mean, it was a back and forth match, just not what I was expecting. But 1-0 NYCFC to win this match. You're probably right. Just one man between the both. You're still looking over $100 and some just for one game. But yeah, was expecting more. Thought we were going to get a better game than this, but pretty good. NYCFC 1-0. I thought Cincinnati would get on the board. I thought Cincinnati could have done a lot better in this whole match, especially the first half. Cincinnati looked awful. A little bit better in the second, getting more shots, putting together more possession, just not the best. Hey, no, I appreciate it. Shorts. No, it's a great game. As in, like talking to you all. I love whenever everyone chats and we can have conversations. I thought we had really good conversation in this one. And yeah, no problem. Definitely come back. Thank you for the follow on here and Instagram. I appreciate that. Make sure you like the video also. I know we're coming to the end of it. Yeah, parking makes it expensive too. Whenever I went to Columbus and had to park, I ended up paying, I think I paid just as much in parking as I did for the ticket to sit up in like pretty much one of the last rows at the top. And yeah, I'm pretty sure I paid like $40 for parking and $40 for the game. So just by myself, it was $80 to $100 because I also ended up buying food in the game. But anyway, that is it for the stream tonight. Make sure you come back and hang out with me for Pittsburgh Riverhounds versus NYCFC on Wednesday night if you can. Angus, have fun at the St. Louis game on Wednesday night. We will see you all later. Atlanta's kind of on the break. Yeah, Almada gets it. Puts it over. Caleb Wiley. Go! Let's go! Crossfield to Wiley. Wiley to Giacomakis. Giacomakis, go! There it is. Oh, Giacchini. St. Louis is on the attack. Giacchini has it out wide on the right. Klaus. Oh!